So we've had some questions about using crisscross applesauce for like adding and subtracting fractions. I keep saying that it's just a shortcut. It's not a trick, it's just a shortcut, which it is. But we've had a lot of people asking like, well, where does it come from? Like it's a shortcut, but like, what's it a shortcut for? Hi, I'm Sarah. I have been a math and science teacher for 20 years, and I'm here to make math engaging and fun. If you are interested in tutoring sessions, or if you have questions or comments or anything like that, click the link and do the stuff. It's a shortcut for when we get into fractions. If I have 1/3 plus, let's do 5/8. Sure. So if I'm gonna do 1/3 plus 5/8, so you always wanna make sure that the fractions are with common denominators, because you're talking about how many pieces of this like whole that you have. And so in order to figure out how many pieces you have, you want to look at them being the same size, right? So 1/3 of something is 1/3 of something, right? 5/8 is a little bit more than half. So if we think about this like visually, it's about like that. And then that, right? So we've got thirds and eighths. So if I'm doing 5/8, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then 1/3. What I need to do is, in order to count how many I have, I need to put them into the common terms, right? Put them in with the common denominator, so I'm looking at them as they're like all the same sort of thing. I'm trying to think of a good analogy. All I can think is oranges for some reason. Like in an orange, if you're trying to figure out like how many, oh, I know there's a specific name for the little pieces of an orange. All I can think is like orange packets, but I know they're not. It's something, segments? Is that what it would be called? Sure, let's go with segments. We wanna make sure that the slices or the fractions are the same size, the same like portion of the whole. So what we do is we say, okay, well, we want to make sure that this denominator is the same, because if the denominator is the same, then we've sliced that whole thing up into the same size of slices or pieces, right? So what we do is for a common denominator, right? So one thing that you can do, or you know, what you usually hear about is like finding the least common multiple between 3 and 8. Now for me, yes, the least common multiple is going to help you avoid simplifying at the end, but we like to keep things simple. And so the easiest way to find a common denominator is to multiply them together. It's not always the least common multiple, but that's okay. It's okay if it's not the least common multiple. We can simplify it later. It's totally fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do is 3 times 8 is 24. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this as something over 24 plus something over 24, right? So that's 8 times 3 is 24. Now to transfer this, or to make this 1/3 into something over 24, right? I want to have it equivalent, right? So I want it to be the same thing. So 3 times 8 is 24. So whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top. So 3 times 8 is 24. So 1 times 8 is 8. So 1/3 is the same thing as 8/24. So now I got to do the same thing to my 8s. So I have 5/8, and I want to make it into 24ths. So 8 times 3 is 24. So 5 times 3 is 15. So now I know that if I were to chop up all of these wholes into equal pieces, there would be 24 pieces all the way around. I'm not gonna even attempt to draw that because, wow. But I would have 8 slices of this size and 15 slices of this side in the 1/3 and the 5/8, right? So now, since these have a common denominator, I have 8 24ths and 15 24ths. So now I can just add the numerators together. And what I get is 8 plus 15 is 23. So 23 over 24. That's my final answer. Okay, now I don't need to simplify it. 23 is a prime number. So 23 over 24, it's almost a whole, which makes sense if we look at our diagrams, right? Like that looks pretty close to 1/3. Pretty close. Not exactly, but pretty close. So 23 over 24 means that it's almost a whole piece of this circle. right? Or this pie or pizza or whatever you want to use. Okay. Now, crisscross applesauce. Crisscross applesauce is a shortcut for this. So instead of going through and rewriting this whole thing, and I know it feels like, oh, this whole thing, like it's not that much to write, but crisscross applesauce is something that with a lot of practice, you can do it in your head, okay? Or you might be able to do it in your head, I would say. Crisscross applesauce, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna move this up here. I'm gonna grab another board. Woohoo! Unlimited dry erase boards. So I'm gonna work this out just using crisscross applesauce, and you'll see how similar they really are and how it's just a shortcut, okay? So I'm starting out with 1/3 plus 5/8. Crisscross applesauce, just a shortcut. So I go, crisscross makes the X, and that means multiplication. Well, they all mean multiplication, actually. Crisscross is just the direction, so we're gonna make an X, and then applesauce is straight across on the bottom, okay? So we go crisscross applesauce. So the criss, 8 times 1, we get 8. Cross, 3 times 5 is 15. The number in the operator in the middle stays the same. And then the applesauce is what goes on the bottom. 3 times 8 is 24. So now I'm looking at 8 plus 15 over 24. 8 plus 15 is 23. So if you look, so here's kind of the like original way, right? Like if you go through with the common denominator and change it up and do all of that, right? And then this is using crisscross applesauce. It's the same thing. You're accomplishing the same goal. It's just a little more efficient. And again, this is something that you can potentially do in your head, right? You can look at this when I look at fraction problems, and if I'm working with a student or something and I give them a problem, because I randomly generate these fractions all the time with my dice or with playing cards or just kind of like a random number generator. Well, then I can quickly do this in my head, so then I can double check their answer, right? So I can go, okay, so that's 8, 15. All right, so 8 plus 15, that's 23, and that's 24. Done, 23 over 24. So again, just a shortcut. That's Mathed Up.